Hi students, welcome back. Let's continue with the chapter ratio for class 7 exercise 7a. I am doing question 10 from exercise 7a. Let's read and understand the question first. Divide rupees 715 among A, B and C. That means this total amount you need to know how much A, B and C get in such a way that B gets 3 times as much as A and C gets half as much as B. So let's try to understand. You know we had done similar sums yesterday and we followed a certain pattern. That is, first we found out total, like total amount here of mine would be rupees 715, right? Then we need to find out the ratio, which isn't given to us, and then the sum of ratio. Let's move on to your rough column. Now they're saying divide this in such a way B gets 3 times. When you say 3 times, it means you are multiplying. Now that means let's consider if A gets X amount, they are saying in such a way that B gets 3 times as much as A. So that is 3x, isn't it? 3 times x. And they are saying C gets half as much. Half means what? You divide something by 2. So that will be 3x upon 2. So if I take, now let's take our ratios. That will be, let's ignore the x. So my ratios would be 1 is to 3 is to 3 upon 2. This is what A gets, this is what is B, and this is what is C. Now children, this is in the form of a fraction. So first I need to find my LCM. This is 1, 3 upon 1. So when I find my LCM, I get 2. 1 goes 2 times. Is 2. Again 1 goes 2 times. 3 2s are 6. And 2 goes 1 time. So this is 6. So I have managed, I told you, ignore the denominator. So I have managed to find my ratio. What is that? 2 is to 6 is to 3. Alright. Now sum of the ratio or total ratio. So what is that? 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Alright. Now let's see what each one gets. So the amount A gets. How do we find out? We had discussed this yesterday also. 2 upon 11 into 715, right? Then amount B gets. How much is that? 6 upon 11 into 715, and amount C gets is equal to 3 upon 11 into 715. So let's work it out here. First let's do 2 upon 11 into 715. So when I reduce 11 ones, 11 6 are 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. So what's my remainder? 5. So 11 5s are. Clear? So I get 65 into 2. 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12 plus 1, 13. So how much does A get? A gets rupees 130. Is this clear? So then let's try with B. So that is 6 upon 11 into 715. I've already reduced your children, so I don't need to do it again. 11 ones are 11 into 65. So 65 into 6 would give me 6 5s are 30. Say 6 are 36 plus 3, 39. So this is going to be rupees 390. And I think the C, I will leave it to you. Now you will find out and let me know. And when you give your books for correction or when you send it to me, I will check the answer for this. So I hope you have understood how to work out. Now using with X. Let's move on to the next question. Next question 11 from exercise 7A. Divide rupees 760 among ABC. Your total amount is rupees 760. You have to divide it among ABC in such a way that A gets 5/6 of what B gets. A will get 5/6 of what B gets. So that means if B is X, then A will get 5/6 of B. Correct? A will get 5/6 of what B gets. And the ratio between B and C is 3:4. Now, you know, this ratio is 3:4. I have B. So, suppose if I say this is, the ratio is 3x. Then, what will A be? Then, A would be 5/6 of stands for multiply. So, 5 upon 6 of 3x. Right? So, when I reduce, I get 3 1s are, 3 2s are. So, I get 5 upon 2x. So, what is my ratio then? A is to B is to C. So, it becomes 5 upon 2 is to 3 is to 4. Alright, then. Now, let me write it here. Before that, this is in the form of a fraction. So, first, let's convert. And then write our ratio here. So I get this as 2. This will go 1 time. So I get it as 5. This goes 2 times 6. This goes 2 times 4 2s are 8. In a ratio, I told you, you will ignore the denominator. So what is my ratio? 5 is to 6 is to 8. So when we add, what do we get? 8 plus 6 would give me 14. 14 plus 5 would give me 19. So my total ratio is 19. Now, so how much do you think A gets? The amount A gets. By now, I'm sure you know how to do. What do we do? 5 upon 90 into 760. Right? Let's see how much is 19 into 4. 4 9s are 36. 4 1s are 4, 7. So you know 19, 4s are 76. So if I reduce, let me rewrite it. 5 upon 90 into 760. 19 1s are 19, 4s are 0. So 4 5s are 20 rupees 200. I am not going to do further because by now I'm sure you know how to solve it. So then you will do the amount B gets. So children, tell me how you are going to do it. Come on, let's do it together. So you know this is for A, this is for B, and this is for C. So B will be 6 upon 90 into 760. Now C will be 8 upon 90 into 760. So you will work it out and find out for me. Let's move on to the next question. Our next question, let's read. An alloy contains copper and zinc in the ratio 7:3. If it contains 12.6 grams of copper, how much does the alloy weigh? Right? Now, we have done similar questions earlier, but how was it given to you? You had the total, right? Then we found out the ratio. Then we found out the total ratio, and you were asked how many parts of copper we have and how many parts of zinc or whatever we have. Now here let's read the question. An alloy. You know in chemistry you've already learned an alloy is a mixture of metals. Total, whatever is there. Inside that I have copper and zinc. I need to remove. Now they are saying an alloy contains copper and zinc in the ratio 7:3. That means I have 7 parts of copper and 3 parts of zinc. How much does the alloy weigh? The total is not given to me. I don't know. So let's put this as X. Total ratio I know. That is 7 plus 3. That is equal to 10. Now amount of copper. Generally we would have been asked to find the amount of copper, amount of zinc. Now amount of copper is given to me. That is 12.6 grams. I need to find the total alloy. Now if we look at this, amount of copper is given. If you had to find copper, what would you do? You would have done 7 upon 10 into the total alloy. Total I do not know, but what have we marked? X. So into X is equal to, I've got the answer, 12.6 grams. Right children? 7 upon 10. 7 parts of copper upon 10 multiplied by the total alloy, which I do not know, is equal to 12.6. Right? 7 parts of copper, which is equal to 12.6. You know your algebra, so let's do it. 7 into X gives me 7X upon 10 is equal to 12.6. What is the meaning of 7x upon 10 children? Means 7x divided by 10 is equal to 12.6. Now 7x is equal to 12.6 divided by 10. When I take that side, into or multiplied by 10, isn't it? So what do I get? 7x is equal to 1260. Don't forget your decimal place. 1. So this will become 126. 7x means what? 7 into x is equal to 126. Correct? So x is equal to 126 into, when I bring the side, divide. Divide means upon. So what do I get? 7 1s are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5. So let me put it here. 7 8s are 56. So x is equal to 12. So what am I talking about? The total alloy x is equal to 18. So total alloy is equal to 18 grams. Is it clear? Have you understood? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Alright, your 15th sum. Two numbers are in the ratio 9:13. I know two numbers are in the ratio of 9:13 and their sum is equal to 176. Find the numbers. Suppose if you say let your number be equal to x. I have two numbers, right? So I will say 9x plus 13x, and we are saying that the sum means to add. So we are saying 9x plus 13x is equal to 176. Find the number. So I need to find out this. I know 13x plus 9x would give me 22x, which is equal to 176. 22x means 22 into x is equal to 176. Now let me do it here. So x is equal to 176 upon 22. And I I get 11 2s are 22. 11 1s are 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. 6. So 11 6 are 66. When I reduce, I get 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are. So x is equal to 8. This is not my answer, children. I need to find the numbers. So my one number is 9x. 9x means 9 multiplied by x. So 9 into 8. 8 9s are 72. The other number is 13x. So that is 13 into 8. 8 3s are 24. 8 1s are 8. 9, 10. So my two numbers are 72 and 104. Let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to some examples. Now here I have, if A is to B is equal to 5 is to 6 and B is to C is equal to 12 is to 25. Find A is to C. So first you write A is to B is to C. Now they said A is to B is 5 is to 6 and they are saying B is to C is 12 is to 25. Now remember one thing, children, when you are doing sums like this and how to find out the ratio, just learn to put 2 arrows for the slant and this is here. So what am I doing? I am actually multiplying 5 into 12 is to 6 into 12 is to 6 into 25. That is A is to B is to C. Alright, so what do I get? 12 5s are 60 is to 12 6s are 72 is to 25 into 6 is 150. Of these, you need to find out A is to C. So that is 60 is to 150. I can reduce 60 upon 150. 0, 0 gets cancelled. 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are. So my answer A is to C is 2 is to 5. I hope you have understood. Let's try another similar sum. Another example. Children have actually taken this from your textbook itself. P is to Q is 1 upon 3, which is equal to 1 and a half. P is to Q. 1 upon 3 is to 1 and a half. Q is to R is half is to 1/3. Find P is to R. First, let's convert everything. This is a mixed fraction, so let's convert it into an improper fraction. 3 1s are 3, 4 upon 3 is 2. 2 1s are 2 plus 1, 3 upon 2. Now children, you know in ratios we do not leave it as fractions. What do? You convert it into, you take out your LCM. Let's convert it into just whole number ratios and then let's move on. So here what would I get? My LCM would be 6. 3 goes 2 times. 4 2s are 8. 2 goes 3 times. 3 3s are 9. So my ratio P is to Q is 8 is to 9. Have you all understood? You know when you have fractions, convert it into an improper. In ratios, whenever we have fractions, we find the LCM, we ignore the denominator and we take the numerator. So P is to Q is 8 is to 9. So similar, what do I get with Q is to R? Again, 6 is my denominator. 2 3s are 6. 2 will go 3 times, 3 will go 2 times. Ignore 6. So Q is to R is equal to 3 is to 2. Let's write it here. Q is to R is equal to 3 is to 2. Now, what is your question? You need to find out P is to R. So let's write it. P is to Q is to R. So that is 8 is to 9 and this is 3 is to 2. I need P is to R. I just taught you a while ago that how do we find out? You multiply this and this. You multiply this and this. And this goes one to the other. So P is to Q is to R is equal to 8 3s are 24. 9 3s are 27. 9 2s are 18. I need only P is to R. 24 is to 18. 6 3s are 24. Sorry. 6 4s are 24 and 6 3s are 18. With this, children, I finish the topic of ratios. You will work out your questions from exercise 7a. You will complete them and if you have any doubts, please come back to me. Our next topic would be proportions.